I've been reduced to pixels. Thoughts. The blinding lights was hitting my eyes. I couldn't move. Just waited until my vision cleared. Oh my god, it turned into a fucking visual novel. That's crazy. Bright summer sunlight poured through the familiar hall's windows. After a moment, the daze faded a little, and I finally glanced around. But as soon as I shifted in my seat, a sharp pang in my gut made my heart race, practically pounding against my shirt. Doki Doki, here we go. Oh my god, hey yo. Something was definitely wrong. Was I 2D? I'm in a 2D version? A dizzy, almost suffocating darkness crept into my head, and I instinctively pressed my hands into my lap, trying to steady my breath. My chest felt tighter, like it was squeezing inward. After a few minutes, my breathing settled, and I finally dared to think about what to do next. Shit, what do I do now? Desperately trying to gather my thoughts, I strained my brain, searching for ideas until one came to me. Alright, I should just get back to 3D. Go out of bounds just like everyone else used to glitch the game. I can do that too. I decided to go beyond this 2D reality back into 3D. Reached out trying to push my hand hey yo, into the 3D world, but nothing. Damn, why isn't it working? And wait, where's the ring? Oh crap. I stopped, realizing this was pointless. The interface was intangible, like it wasn't really there. My only choice was to turn back to the living room. I had to find that ring no matter what. Somehow I'd lost it, or maybe it was hidden somewhere in this flat dimension. Oh my god! Then, just as I took a step, a cute little girl appeared out of nowhere. She flicked her short pigtails, a mischievous gleam in her eyes. Watching me from a few steps away, I could feel the excitement rolling off her, and it made me uneasy. Clearly, she's a devil in disguise. I thought. I froze, still not used to these teleporting paranormal types. She let out a loud sigh and rolled her eyes. That threw me off, and I finally decided I'd be the one to start talking. Mita? She narrowed her eyes in a challenge, and her voice rang out from all directions. Well, who else then? Have you seen many other girls like me? And with my name? She was practically toying with me, acting as if I wronged her somehow or owed her something. You wouldn't believe it if I told you. Honestly, I don't want to know who you're poking around with. What are you even doing here? You can't just barge in here. Her voice was louder now, and she punctuated her words by shaking her fingers at me. Oh god. Balancing that slender finger was the ring. Balance on that slender finger was the ring. The one that had somehow vanished from my hand. My jaw dropped. Her eyes sparkled, a glint of triumph breaking through her dark lashes. Isn't this what you happen to lose here? I swallowed hard and tugged on at my collar, feeling a knot in my throat. Her bold voice combined with her wild intensity sent a chill through me. I was sure of it now. This wasn't just some girl. She was a force of nature. I took a deep breath and said, "I'd really appreciate it if you could give me that ring and show me the way out." "So this is your little trinket? I was wondering what it was." Her voice suddenly softened, turning playful and curious. I felt like a weight had been lifted from my shoulders. The storm had passed, and she seemed almost flirtatious. Her demeanor shifted from fierce panther to curious kitten. I blinked, but in that instant the two-dimensional Mita vanished, leaving only emptiness in her place. "Hey!" I shouted irritably. "Let's go to the..." I feel like I'll just go to the kitchen first to clear that. There's nothing left to do but to track down the local Mita. She had the ring, and without that artifact, I couldn't change anything. I made my way into the kitchen first, nearly barging through the door in my rush. The kitchen was brighter than the last room, filled with the familiar smell of fresh carrots. But no sign of 2D Mita. I darted out and dashed into the hallway, skillfully navigated around the sofa, a bit of an obstacle before stopping at the bedroom door. It creaked loudly as I slammed it open. She was there, cross-legged on her bed in the lotus position, as if she had been waiting for me to finally meet her. She had opened her eyes, looking calmly at the wall for a moment. Then, with all the agility of a circus acrobat, she bounded over to me. "I've got it. You want the ring. You want the ring, weirdo. Beat me at tic-tac-toe." She grinned, panting a bit, tongue sticking out like a dog. Her cheeky tone and mischievous smirk were in full effect. I gave her shoulders a slight nudge to put some space between us. "Look, this is really important. Just hand it over. A lot depends on it." I kept my voice setting in a matter of fact, but it felt almost ridiculous talking to her in such a measured way. She seemed reckless, almost to the point of madness, and I could feel a strange humor building in the air between us. "Don't touch me. What's so important about this ring anyway? Are you some kind of ring-obsessed weirdo? Love putting rings on your finger?" That's crazy. She shot back louder than ever, and her taunts even bolder. "It's a magic ring. What more do I have to explain? Just give it back to me." "You're a real ring fanatic. A magic ring." She burst out laughing, the sound echoing around us. I glanced away, feeling awkward as her laughter grew more friendly, almost. "Come on, weirdo. Let's play tic-tac-toe." Don't waste time making excuses. They do love games. They really do. Every Mita has a different game. I thought to myself, "All right, fine, let's do this. You can start. I'm feeling generous today." Oh, God. Alright, guys. Everyone starts in the middle. I made the first move. You gave yourself away. I know why you chose the X's and left me with the O's. Psychology. The X's are all about closure, hiding stuff, holding secrets. You're nervous. The art is so detailed. I love this. I love the art style. And I get it. Next to someone as drop-dead gorgeous as me, you'd think you'd just drop dead. Or did you think O's were just better for me? Psychology says you're trying to insult me. Sharp, dude. Very sharp. I usually pick O's. I'm always stuck with X's. And just like that. Ooh. Wait, psychology. I could psych her out and just... I'm kidding, I'm just gonna go here. I thought I'd made a smart move. I like this game. Those little crosses, they think they can just take over everything. But here I go. But here, I get to ruin them. And it's like some kind of hero. What? Am I saying something weird? You're giving me that look. While she kept the kept up her loud commentary. It's symbolic. Like you're trying to avoid the ring, but it's not working. Clever, aren't you? You want that ring, don't you? Come on, win it from me. Well, I don't think I can win. She's just gonna put it here and it'll be over. We played through the game with each move. As the game neared its end, it was clear who would win. Suddenly, our game was interrupted by a loud knock on the door. The banging grew louder. Each hit felt like it shook the floor beneath us. Finally, hey! And the door burst open, and in rushed Crazy Mita in her usual larger-than-life form, stopped in the center of the room. I froze, feeling myself go pale and with shock. The 2D Mita looked genuinely frightened. Crazy Mita shot us both with sharp looks and began, what are you doing here? How many more Mitas do you need to find before you settle down? What's the deal with it? I hate this flat world. It's boring. Lame. Nah, you did not just... I grabbed my startled 2D friend's hands and bolted toward the exit. The hall twisted oddly. We sprinted down the long corridor, the pounding footsteps behind us driving us forward. I couldn't tell how long we ran, the pounding in my ears from the panic and strain blocking everything else out. I barely noticed that 2D Mita was trying to talk until she suddenly slipped her hand free from mine. Hey, calm down, will you? No one's chasing us anymore. Huh? Oh, okay. The boldness had drained from her face, leaving her with a bit of a sad and almost apologetic look. She stared at the floor, tracing little circles with her toe. You wanted the ring, right? Well, you beat me fair and square, so here. I didn't actually beat you. No one won. It was a tie. That's not how tic-tac-toe works, but I guess I won. I guess. Well, you meet me fair and square, so here. She slid the ring back into my hand. Well, thanks, shall we? She glanced up and smiled, fidgeting a bit with her fingers, and said in an uncertain tone, where to? I don't really have anywhere to go. Thanks for playing, weirdo. Come back sometime. As she spoke, something strange happened. The world around us shifted, folding back into the house. 2D Mita's dialogue box flickered and started displaying a phrase I couldn't recognize. Cakes? I stand... What was that?